Everyone, this is Marie here at Funding for Good's home office. You might hear a little bit of ruckus today because we have 3 security guards. All of our rescues are here in the office with us today. And I just wanted to take a brief moment out of our grant writing mayhem to share a little message, and that is why your board does not need an attorney, a CPA, or a marketing expert. Now, that statement might shock a few of you. You might stop what you're doing and say, wait a second, I thought we needed an attorney to make sure we're compliant, or a CPA would be awesome as a treasurer, or everyone needs a marketing expert to share their programs. I'm not denying any of those facts, but today we're going to talk about why you don't need those particular careers on your board. We're not talking about the people. One of the most common misconceptions about board development and growing the board includes that you just look at job descriptions and say, we are going to be focused on finances, we need a CPA to be our treasurer, or we want to make sure that we're legally compliant, we need an attorney on our board. And that's actually not the case. What you need on your board are individuals who are committed, who have a special skill set that you need, and who are available and willing to use that skill set to serve you. So just because you have an attorney on your board, if that attorney was only selected for the mere purpose of being the attorney on the board, they might not be bringing much added value to the board. So this is why your recruitment process really needs to be specific. When you go and you look at someone and say, okay, we need legal expertise, what else are you asking for? Because as a professional in the community that gets invited onto boards quite a bit, I can tell you if I'm only invited on because I do fundraising or because I write grants in some capacity and that's all they want me for, I'm not very likely to say yes to that board opportunity. So let's break it down this way. When you are prospecting, first think, what skill sets do we need? We need someone that is good at fundraising, that is a good communicator, that can go out. Maybe you do need someone that can help share the marketing, but do they need to be on the board, or are they better serving in a position as a volunteer? Many attorneys have shared that they're extremely busy. They're in the courtroom all day, so it makes them unavailable. They have to turn their phones off. And then in the evenings, they're working on case files. So my question is, if you just need the legal expertise, have you considered asking a local attorney to serve as an advisory? Maybe they will review legal documents or provide counsel for your organization at no or low cost, and not necessarily take up a board seat with someone that may not have the time or even the interest in serving in any other capacity. So yes, if you get a lawyer on your board and they are an amazing asset in all the other ways, that's perfect. But if you're only bringing them on the board for the legal expertise, think again. The next thing to consider is asking the person, just because they have a skill set does not mean that is necessarily what they want to bring to your organization. They may have a skill set that they're not able to use for your organization because it's a conflict of interest. So for example, if someone asked Mandy or I to serve on the board, or asked me to serve on the board with them, I may not be able to be an effective fundraiser for the organization if it's a conflict of interest because we write grants or are serving other local organizations. So the very thing that the board might be recruiting me for might be the thing that I'm unable to provide, and I really want to be engaged in other aspects of the mission. Maybe I want to roll my sleeves up and do some hard work, but I simply don't want to spend my volunteer hours doing what I do 24/7 in my work day. So just a few things to consider. Don't look at the job position. Consider the skill set and all the other attributes every individual you bring on your board will add to your organization.